What's going on, y'all? Machiavelli Mills TV. I hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. So, man, over the past few days, it's been very interesting. A lot of news, commentary surrounding Drake and Kendrick Lamar's beef. I see a lot of, not a lot, but I see a nice amount of individuals, especially the women, and some men too, saying that all of this started because, Kendrick is jealous of Drake's success. He's jealous of Drake's stature in the game and Drake's status as the #1 rapper. And all of this started because of that. I've seen women, like a woman, really kind of develop like a little think piece around it and all of that, right? I've seen other guys say stuff like, Kendrick jealous because Drake got all the girls liking him and and he got a certain aura around him, a superstar magnet around him that Kendrick Lamar does not have. And I'm seeing men like, how could y'all try to switch up on Drake like this, after he gave us all these hits that Kendrick Lamar don't give us? You know what I mean? Kendrick really just started all this stuff because he's jealous of Drake's success. Do I believe that Kendrick Lamar is jealous of Drake's success? No, I don't. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I don't think Kendrick really cares if Drake sells more records than he does, or if Kendrick sells a lot of records, for one, a lot. I don't think he really cares though if Drake sells some more records than he does, or if he's bigger in like Japan than he is, or whatever. I don't think Kendrick cares about that type of thing. Nor do I think he cares about Drake getting all the girls and all that. I want black men to know there's other black men in this world that care about more things than just freaking all the heifers. It's some men that care about more in life than just freaking all the girls. You know what I mean? So I don't think that Kendrick is jealous of Drake being able to freak all the girls. Like, Kendrick I'm gonna say this. Kendrick can sleep with the same girls that Drake can sleep with. You know what I mean? Honestly, right? He chooses not to sleep with them same type of girls or whatever, right? I don't think he's jealous of that though. You know what I mean? I think, especially this version of Kendrick Lamar, cares more about other things than just that. I'm not saying he's not weak for women, because he's admitted that. It's about his cheating past before in songs and stuff like that, right? But yeah, I don't think, he mad because he get all the girls. I seen dudes, he get all the bitches, and I don't think that's the thing with him. I think personally, him and Drake had a beef somewhere along the lines. And in the midst of that beef, he started to see Drake do things that he despised, that he does not like, right? Through that beef with Drake, and him throwing shots at each other back and forth, because allegedly this has been going on for a while, for more than just this recent stuff. I think through those little shots back and forth, Kendrick despised how Drake called himself the best rapper in the game, when we've seen instances where Drake has had ghostwriters and people doing reference tracks for him. I think Kendrick does not like the fact that Drake gets to use all certain use black talent and stand next to hood black talent for hood notoriety, for hood acceptance, for hood approval, for edginess in his music, but he does not lend his voice to black consciousness and black oppression and black pain the way a Kendrick and Cole do. You know what I mean? I think Kendrick felt the way about that. Like, hold on, how is he able to just use the hood for credibility, for street credibility and the image, but he don't speak up for the same people who dying in the hood, at the hands of law enforcement and police brutality, etc. Kendrick knows he would never be able to get away with that as a rapper. Nor could J. Cole. And so I think he looks at stuff like that like, hold on, wait. And then you using the hood for your credibility. I think things like that is what Kendrick despised those type of things. I think Kendrick despised Drake doing certain stuff like for example, the Big Baby Drum situation. Taking his whole swag from that song and flipping the song into his own. I think he thought about some of those things. I think he saw Drake as like what people would call a culture vulture, a Kirby, a guy that gets around a person and pause when I say this, sucks up all their energy, their charisma, their aura, their sauce, and then uses it for his own gain in his own records or whatever. You know what I mean? And I think Kendrick felt the way about that in particular. I don't think he's jealous of Drake's success. Even in Euphoria, said only you like being famous. Yachty can't loan you, give you no swag either. I don't give a fuck about who you hang with. I don't know why I like that. I don't know why I like that, the way he said that. You know what I mean? Just you, I don't give a fuck about who you hang with. I was like, I felt that shit. You know what I mean? But yeah, I don't think Kendrick cares. I think he cares that his music resonates with his fans and he wants to make music that the fans enjoy. But I don't think he's jealous. Oh, he don't make the hits that Drake makes. I think I think Kendrick is more than capable of giving us songs like Not Like Us on a regular basis. I just think he chooses not to. The way that song easily came out and how he easily made that shit catchy, the way he easily rolled that beat, he sounded so fucking comfortable on a DJ Mustard beat when we thought, what, Mustard and Kendrick and K-Dot, huh? Like he made that sound like he was like he uses Mustard's productions all the time, like he YG or something. Use it because YG and Mustard go hand in hand when it comes to producer and rapper, right? He can make a hit like that all the time. I feel like he can do that shit constantly. And he's had hit records, don't get it confused. He's had hit records for sure. But like, yeah, he ain't making the same, the amount of hits that Drake is making for sure. But I think he can come close to it or make a lot more if he really wanted to. I just don't think he really cares about just making them type of records all the time. You know what I mean? So I don't think it's anything for him to be jealous about in that aspect. From what we know, Kendrick Lamar writes his own raps. He's a God-fearing man. I mean, not God-fearing. He's a conscious brother He's a conscious brother for the most part. He cares about the state of black people. He puts it in his music. You know, he seems to care about the community he comes from and the state of black America. So I don't think he's not jealous of Drake running around with different foreign models and freaking on them and making certain songs and hit records. I don't think he cares. I don't think he's jealous of those things. Because like I said, Kendrick can sleep with the same type of girls Drake want to sleep with, I believe. But it's not me trying to measure, no, whatever. But like when you a rapper, you got money and you got status and you got a claim, you can do the same shit Drake do. Like, you know what I mean? He just chooses not to engage in certain stuff that Drake does or mess with certain type of women that Drake would mess with or whatever. You know what I mean? So I don't think there's any jealousy from that aspect at all. I see people like, oh, you jealous because Drake had the top spot in the game. Nah, I mean, so Kendrick has the voice of real hip hop heads. He has the ear of real hip hop heads. So I don't think he cared that like a lot of the fans that don't really listen to hip hop, who passively listen to hip hop, they don't really listen to a lot of real lyricists. I don't think he cared that they had Drake as their number one rapper. I don't think he cared that Drake was like the number one selling rapper out here or anything like that. I think Kendrick cares about the opinion of his peers, real hip hop heads, and real hip hop artists who are real hip hop lyricists. As long as he had their respect and all of that, and the fans of real hip hop, I don't think he really cared about Drake's position. I think it annoyed him that Drake was always talking that he the best talking. As a lyricist, lyricists get upset when a dude is talking like he just the coldest lyricist in the game, and we've found out you've had ghostwriters and you got reference tracks and all of that. Right? Like real lyricists take that shit to heart. Like, what? If we found out somebody was writing Jay-Z's raps, oh my God, he would go down on the totem pole on a lot of people's list. If we found out somebody else was writing Biggie's raps, Pac's raps, they would go down on the bottom of the list to a lot of people. You know what I mean? If I found out somebody was writing Tip's verses, where I look at Tip as an outstanding rapper, Jadakiss, Styles P, I'm like, yo, what the fuck? They gonna go down on my list because I'm a real hip hop fan. So I don't think like Kendrick cared about Drake's stature at the top because I think Kendrick felt like a lot of the people that have him at that top ranking or put him up there, they don't really listen to hip hop like that. They really like fans of like catchy songs and tunes and stuff like that. I'm spitting this shit, but anyway, sorry. But as long as he had the ear of real hip hop fans, I don't think he ever was jealous, ever. He just had a personal gripe with Drake. Peace.